Don't you hate the flaws in everyone around you? The idiots that do stupid shit that affect you and everyone around them? It's unfair that the majority of the world are dumb fucks. I've wrestled with this issue, and it always takes me towards acceptance, but I'd like to go in depth on how this might have a deeper effect on you. It's easy to focus on the flaws of others. We are all flawed, including you. It's an abyss. You never know how flawed someone is until you see into them, which you never will. But you can measure how flawed others are by looking within yourself. The chances that you are so extraordinarily different are very small, so just assume yourself as the average example of mankind. If you truly meditate on all your vulnerabilities and weaknesses, you may see that you have an extraordinary amount of flaws, and it will most likely outweigh your virtues. I want you to focus on the fact that others are just as evil within them as you are. And I want you to look at some of the worst people in human history that have committed atrocities. You are not that different from them. It's when you decide to undermine and ignore your flaws that you start to become an individual such as them. I find it hard to make peace with the fact others are so flawed, but I find it just as hard to make peace with the fact that I am just as flawed, if not worse. First, I want you to see what this perspective can do to you. Focusing on others' sins or flaws only feeds the deep anger within you, the hate and the resentment. And when you feed that part within you, it slowly warps your attitude, your character, and values. Before you know it, you're becoming the monster you hate. Hate is a deep corruption. You can't let it turn you into the creature that you know lurks deep within you, your potential for evil. When you hate someone for their flaws, it feeds a very powerful sin that hides within us all. Do not allow that. I want you to view it from this perspective. God wants you to love, not to judge. Judging without teaching and guiding is not helpful to anyone. When you focus on their flaws, you're judging them. You're here to judge yourself, not others. Focusing on others over yourself just wastes your precious time to become a better person yourself. Leave it to God and natural consequences to judge. Foolish people pay a price for their actions. Lusters get cheated on and used. Thieves lose trust in relationships, and assholes get turned on. All of the sins God warned us about lead to a path that will harm us internally and externally. Allow those sins to do their job instead of you trying to criticize them into change. It won't work. Either connect with them because you care and help them see a better perspective, or love from a distance and be grateful that life doesn't reward sin. Sin may be perceived as rewarding, but if you look deeper, it brings very hellish consequences. So before you start judging and criticizing others, ask yourself if they are going to get what they deserve. And what if their flaws can teach you about your flaws so that you may grow? Perhaps you missed something within yourself.